guys, what is going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. Before I get started, guys, please subscribe if you are new here and you haven't already done that. We're on the road to 150,000 subscribers, and I would love you to join me on this journey. So hit subscribe right now and join the fam. But what is going on, you guys, and welcome back, and I am glad that you guys are digging the scary vids because they're going to be coming out every day. Hopefully every day. But that's right, guys, today we are back with another scary story, and this time it is about a sleepover. Now this scary story is called Furry Collar, and the Furry Collar is a scary urban legend about two girls named Julia and Geraldine who are having a sleepover. It is based on an old story called The Phantom Footsteps, which is actually a story within a story from The Gentleman from America by Michael Arlen. Now, I have told this story before on my channel many years ago, but I'm gonna do it again anyway and relive the good old days. But enough of the jibber jabber, let's jump right over to the story. The Furry Collar. Julia and Geraldine were best friends, but they had very different personalities. Julia was brave and fearless, while Geraldine was shy and frightened of everything. It was Halloween night, and the girls were having a sleepover at Geraldine's house because her parents were out of town. In fact, every time Geraldine's parents went out of town, they had a sleepover, because Geraldine was nervous about sleeping alone in the house, even though that she knew there was nothing to be afraid of. It was a big, gloomy house set way back from the road. When Julia arrived and rang the doorbell, Geraldine answered the door and ushered her inside. The girls changed into their nighties. Julia was wearing a beautiful silk nightgown. It was blood red and had a furry collar. Geraldine thought it was gorgeous and wished she had such a beautiful nightgown. The girls made some popcorn and settled down on the sofa to watch a scary movie. When it was over, Julia was tired and Geraldine was a bit scared, so they decided to turn off the TV and go to bed. As they walked up the stairs, they got the strangest feeling that someone was following them. They ran upstairs and slammed the bedroom door. Then, they laughed at each other for being so silly. It was shortly after midnight, and the two girls were lying in bed chatting. All of a sudden, they heard a faint noise from down below. It sounded like something was moving around down there. They stopped talking and looked at each other, wide-eyed. There was an uneasy silence. Then, they heard the noise again. It sounded like fingers scraping down a chalkboard. Julia sat up in bed listening intently. Geraldine hid her head under the covers. "It's only a cat," Julia whispered. "I'm going down to see." "Don't," Geraldine begged. "Please don't leave me, Julia." "Don't be so childish," Julia snapped. "Whenever anything fun happens, you get the shivers down your spine." "Please," Geraldine whined. "If you're so frightened, I'll lock the door from the outside and take the key with me," Julia assured her. "That way, no one can get in. I hope it's a burglar. I'll give him the fright of his life." Julia got out of bed and felt her way to the door in the darkness. She slipped out into the hallway and quietly closed the door behind her. Geraldine listened as she turned the key in the lock. She heard Julia's soft footsteps going down the stairs. Then, she heard the noise again. It sounded like a knife being sharpened. Geraldine lay there in the darkness with the bed covers over her head. She was sick with fear and trying to be as quiet as a mouse. All she could hear was the very stillness of the house. She wanted to call out Julia's name, but she didn't dare. Geraldine waited for what seemed like an eternity. After a long silence, she heard the noise again. It seemed to be moving now, coming up the stairs, getting louder and louder. She heard the key turn in the lock, and the door creaked open. "Julia?" she asked. "Julia, is that you?" She couldn't see a thing in the darkness, so she reached out with both hands. She reached out and felt a soft silk nightgown. Then, Geraldine reached up higher and higher. To her relief, she felt the furry collar. It must be Julia, she thought. But when she reached higher again, she felt something wet and warm. There was nothing there. Nothing but a bloody stump where her friend's head had once been. Early the next morning, when Geraldine's mother and father returned home, they were shocked by what they found. Inside the front door, there was a large pool of blood, and a trail of blood drops led up the stairs. The frantic parents rushed upstairs following the trail of blood that led to their daughter's room. When they opened the door, the poor couple stood there appalled at the loathsome sight that met their eyes. Julia's headless body was stretched out on the floor. They found Geraldine hiding in the closet. Her hair had gone white. She was babbling and raving like a lunatic. She had gone completely insane. Later that day, the police found a confused man wandering around the countryside. He was dressed in a white hospital gown, and he had blood all over him. In his hand, he was clutching a bloody knife. It turned out that he was a homicidal lunatic, and just the night before, he had escaped from the local insane asylum. Ironically, it was the very same insane asylum where Geraldine would spend the rest of her life. And that is the end of that. Now that's a really disturbing story, but one thing I don't understand is why could she feel her? Like, the only thing I can think of, this is the way I imagined it in my head. I don't know if you guys got a different version, but I was imagining that the friggin' killer literally brought the headless body up the stairs and was kind of like holding it in front of him like a shield. So when Julia opened the door, she was like, or Geraldine, whichever one it was that opened the door, and was like feeling up the nightgown and felt the collar, and then she felt that it had no head. Like, it makes you wonder what happened then. Did the guy drop the body and run, and Julia or Geraldine ended up in the closet hiding? I don't know, but it's just like, obviously a headless body can't walk up the stairs and open the door on its own, so it must have been the killer, like, holding the body in front of him, and he must have unlocked the door. But what I don't understand is, why didn't he kill the other girl? I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button down below. Let's see if we can go for 5 billion likes on this video. I would really appreciate that. And my question to all of you guys for question of the day is, why do you believe that he didn't kill the other girl? Let me know in the comment section. That is question of the day. But thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and remember the most important thing, chase your dreams, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoy my videos and you would like to support me and my channel more, you can go over to my Patreon. Link is in the description. I would really appreciate any help you guys have to offer, and you can become a patron of mine over there. As you can see, we have different tiers and different rewards, so if you guys want to go check it out, I would really appreciate that. Every little helps. Thank you so much. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss any future uploads. And also, guys, go follow me on all my social media. Links are in the description. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat, so go follow me on all of those. And remember, the most important thing, I love you guys, and chase your dreams.